Good morning. Johnny Sunshine here. Sitting out in the front of my house. Bella, you calm down. Every time I start talking, she gets antsy and starts making noise. Gussie and Bella are sitting here with me. Where am I? The old face is healing up pretty good, guys. I got really not much in the scab department anymore. And I'm hoping that, and I'm sure it will. Bella, get over here. All this stuff inflammation will calm down and my nose will turn back to the normal color. I was just sitting here enjoying this morning, drinking my coffee. Look at this thing, guys. Cast iron coffee cup or teapot warmer. That thing's, you could fry an egg on that. It's great in the winter time. Just sitting here, I was enjoying my morning, thinking, wow, I don't really have anything to do today. It's great. And then the phone rang. It's this guy's house. Big house. I gotta lug all he's got an apartment in the back of his house, and the bathroom stopped up once. He's got old cast iron under the slab. It's a big house, and that bathroom, it's a long run, and I'm sure he's got a 1.6 gallon flush toilet, and it's just not carrying the waste out of that house. It's getting right to about where the kitchen connects to the trunk line, because I think, if I'm correct, my memory serves me, the last time I was there, I ran the kitchen and I got the toilet to bubble, so I thought I was going to have the day off, which was that was good, you know. I need to ease back into work, man. I don't need to make a lot of money, man. I just need to eat, and but I got to go out today. I got to go get this stoppage for this guy, and it's funny because I was just thinking that I've got a barrel sewer cleaner. It's got 100 feet of cable in it, rigid. It's a nice machine, man. It's fucking brand new, but I never use those barrel type. Just not used to them. I've been using the sectional cleaners, cable machines my whole life, my whole career in plumbing, and wow, that thing really works, man, keeping my coffee hot. But I was thinking, you know, I probably should get that barrel machine on, because I was thinking about the job that I did on that townhome where I went up on the ladder. My ladder was up as high as it could go. Dangerous. At some point I need to say, hey, I gotta pull the toilet. I just hate doing that. I hate cabling inside somebody's house. I'm gonna get a water heater box. I'm gonna save one, and I'm gonna use 4 sides, you know, like the bottom, and then 3 sides, make an alcove with a hole in the bottom to put over, so I can get my cable into the flange, and it'll keep the spraying down, you know, making a mess in people's houses. But if you're inside and you're cabling, you know, for me anyways, I need drop cloths. I'm really concerned about keeping the people's house clean. And it's a lot of extra work. It's so easy to go up on a roof and just drop your cable in, and bam, you open it up and you're down the road. No cleanup. It's basically pulling your equipment off the truck and putting it back on. I don't enjoy pulling toilets to cable, you know. That's a whole job to pull and reset a toilet. That's a separate job worth a couple $100, you know. Uh, so I really avoid doing that. But as I get older, I'm gonna have to, if it's a single story house and it's easy, I'm gonna go up on the roof and hit it with my sectional cable. If it's some precarious situation where I'm like on my tippy toes on the end of my ladder, that's not gonna end well for me eventually. Eventually, gambling like that will catch up to you. But I'm happy with the nose. A big piece of this scab fell off last night, and it looks like it's healing up. It looks pretty damn good considering I had a huge hole in my face 3 weeks ago. So I'm happy with the progress. My nose is numb. I don't have any feeling in it, which is a little strange. It's just my new normal. Maybe it'll come back. I don't know. Probably not is my guess. But so it feels good to be back to work. It really does. I enjoy working, man. I enjoy getting out. When I get into like a vegetative state, man. If I'm like hurt or I have to stay in the house, that shit really works against me. The first couple of days aren't bad, and then I get into this weird mode, where I don't want to go out, and it's just not a good place to be mentally, being beat down. So it's great to be out, walking around, talking to people. I love nothing more than to have a conversation with people I don't know. The gift of gab, man. I think I have that. Also, I was thinking last night, that video I put up of me eating those baby back ribs. I think I'm going to come up with I'm going to write a book on etiquette. All the things you shouldn't do as a civilized human being. Yeah. If you guys haven't caught that video, it's probably pretty close to what a caveman looked like after he cooked a rib for the first fucking time. Yeah. It's a great day, man. It's Friday. Supposedly it's payday if you're a plumber, but I don't know. Look at these guys.
Gussie, what are you doing? Bella, what you doing?
Oh, he's a good boy.
Gussie's a head trip in the morning. He gets up, he's like me. Don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me in the morning. I don't want to hear nothing.
He's a big guy. And he just loves to hug. He just loves to hug, huh?
He comes and jumps up on my couch, man, when I'm sitting there, and he just loves to lay on me, man. He's a good guy.
And Bella, she's so sweet. Bella, hey, stop eating your butt. Stop licking that butt. Crazy doggies. I love them, man. These are my kids. Hey, kids, this is my family. She's like, yeah, we fucking hate you too. No, I'm kidding, man. I love you. Fucking Scooby Snacks. Yeah. I really feel good, man. I feel like my face is healing up. My nose is a little wider than it used to be, but who cares, man, at this point. At least I can breathe through it. Get over here, Gussie. People are afraid of these dogs, man. Even though when they come running up, they just want to lick you. People are like, I don't know why. You guys have a bad reputation, you German Shepherds. But tell them, I'm the best breed in the world. Yes. Because he's a good boy. So I'm going to throw that machine on today. It's sitting right there inside my garage. The cable's a little wonky. I bought it off a guy. I did a job for him. and I think he worked at a place where he was stealing all the shit. I don't know why this guy had all this. Hang on here. Phillips Plumbing. This John speaking. Is this what? Okay, have a great day. She was like, is this Melbourne or States? From Pennsylvania. Scooby Dooby Doo, me dooby da ba booby dooby doo, skibooby dooby 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 doo. Bella, you have a bad way of knocking my cup of coffee over. Gussie took out a cup the other day, a beautiful coffee cup with his tail. They get excited. Gussie's tail is like a fucking power push broom. He can clear a table with one swipe of his tail. And it doesn't seem to bother him. He doesn't care, man. He's like, well, what the fuck, man? Just a cup. I have no use for it. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to get this sewer machine on here. I may pull the toilet on this one just because it's so far, man. Trudging this shit all the way around this guy's house, and I may pull the toilet because this is the second time this has happened. And the good thing about that, when you pull a toilet to do it, it's very easy, and you can hit them for another $100, $200 to run the camera through there. Just say, hey, this has happened a few times. Let's take a look at this pipe. Not that I want to fix it. I can tell you that. I ain't jackhammering no floors up anymore. Hell no. I'll give you the name of a good plumber. Yeah. People ask me all the time, you know a good plumber? I say, nope. Anyways, it's Friday, guys. It's good to be alive. Yesterday at my friend Katie's house, she said a few things. I always think about the conversations I have with people after the fact, like last night. One of the things she said is you got to be careful with your manifestation and the things you say. You may be kidding, but you're manifesting that. I keep joking about having one foot in the grave and the other one on a banana peel. She said, that shit can come back to haunt you, man. You might be manifesting that. And I manifest a lot of things, good things, but I also can manifest, bad things. You got to be very careful. Manifestation is a great thing to look into. It seems to be the thing these days. Everybody's talking about it. I'm happy where I am in my life right now after all I've been through in my whole life. I feel good about where I am, what I've done with my life. Could have turned out a lot worse. That's all I know. A lot of kids, guys I grew up with, they still struggling, man. Still struggling, if they were lucky enough to live. But so that's why I talk about training guys and hiring people. Is nothing more rewarding than hiring a guy who's on the wrong path in life and you change the direction of his life. I got a call yesterday from a guy, Bob, that worked for me, and I was talking to him the day before, and he got a call, and he said, I have to take this, so we hung up, and then he called me the next morning, yesterday morning, and he said, hey, we kind of got cut off, man, and I just wanted to continue our conversation. He said, I wanted to let you know, man, that, because when he called me, the first day, I had to call him back because another guy who worked for me was in a situation on a job where he just wanted some advice. He'd never come across this shit before. And I talked him through that told him what I would do, and then I called Bob back, and then he got a call, and so anyways, I talked to him yesterday, and this guy, he's always telling me how much he appreciated working for me. I was the first guy that he worked for. He owns his own business now. And he said, you taught us how to plumb. He said, you didn't just push us to get it done. He said, you explained all the way through why we're doing shit. I always reference the code so that they understand the code. They don't just do it because, they don't know why. They do it because that's their job and they have no, background or don't understand the code. But anyways, it's shit like that for me is very rewarding. And ultimately, when it's all said and done, if you've made a difference in a few guys' lives, that's all you can do, man. Your life is a success. Pass the torch, and I'm gonna end on that note. Pass the torch, guys. If you're a retired guy, I mean honestly, I think when I retire, I would love to go into neighborhoods that are run down, kids are hopeless, and teach them for free, man. Just every Wednesday night or a couple nights a week. If you're interested, no fee, no charges, no nothing. I will go into a community center with my books and I will explain plumbing. 90% of people in the world couldn't answer this simple question. Where does that shit go when you flush your toilet? I don't know. It leaves the toilet and goes. I have no fucking idea where it goes. Well, I want to explain that to people, man. It should start out very young. And this ties into, I watched this guy, Roger Whittaker, which everybody knows about. He's a big YouTuber. And I believe he's a good man, a hard worker, and a tough guy. I can tell that this dude's been in the trenches, He's a cool guy. And he talked about the importance of plumbing in our society, which I've said it many, many times, that we have more to do with the health and welfare of society in general than doctors do. They deal with a small percentage of people who are sick, which unfortunately now it seems to be growing and growing and growing. But plumbers, and this was the gist of Roger Whittaker's segment the other day, was that what if we just took plumbing away for a day? These hospitals would grind to a halt. Everything, schools, turn the water off. It's so far-reaching that if you're a plumber, you should be proud of what you do, man. They're unsung heroes. We keep it all going. So anyways, I'm going to end on that. We're good guys. Peace out, brothers. The Brotherhood of Plumbing. Plumbers. Yeah, that's us. Have a great day. It's Friday, man. Enjoy it. If you got today off, enjoy it. I got to go fucking turd some herds or herd some turds.